not all gifted with them great genetics, and all you can do is work what you've got. You know, I hear loads of people say, you know, what you need to look like. You can only look with what you've got. At the end of the day, I can only change what I do. I can't change what other people do. So what I did, I just put my head down, did what I needed to do, and it just worked on me.
Bodybuilding is 90% of it's mental. You know, it's bodybuilding's a marathon. It's not a sprint, and it's just about doing the same thing day in and day out. And you know, it's eating the same food every day, going to the gym every day, doing cardio every day, and you do it day in and day out for year after year. So mentally, if you're not mentally strong, you'll never make it. There's a lot of guys out there that are very, very genetically gifted that never make it because they're not mentally strong. So you know, you have to have your faith and keep your strength. Early on, when I was coming up, you know, Dorian was Mr. Olympia, and that's the guy who inspired me. You know, I had this video, you know, Blood and Guts, and I used to watch that every day before I went to the gym to train. You know, because you know, I liked the way he trained, and you know, he beat guys that he probably should have never beat. He just outworked them all. You know, Flex and Kevin and Sean, these guys that were had awesome physiques, man. But Dorian, they couldn't beat him on his worst day because he just was too, he outworked them. You know, he was more dedicated and focused than they were. And you know, so that's who motivated me early on. Now today, my motivation comes from, you know, I want to be the champion. You know, it's not about beating Phil. It's just about, you know, I want to win the competition. And you know, plus my new motivation is my daughter. You know, I have a 3-month-old, you know, baby girl at home, and you know, from the day she was born, that changed everything, man. So, you know, I'm not just thinking about myself. You know, I got thinking about her. You know, she's totally dependent on me to support her and take care of her. So, yeah, that totally motivates me to be a better person and be a better bodybuilder.
Yeah, I'd probably say, you know, early on, you know, I was able to acquire like a lot of old bodybuilding tapes from friends. So initially I would say, you know, watching Pump and Iron, you know, grabbing old school Muscle and Fitness and Flex magazines. But then, you know, I went online and I bought every Mr. Olympia that Lee Haney won. Because I thought, wow, he's a really awesome champion, you know, and he was one of the guys that really got it. And he was very young when he did it, and I was young, so I thought, well, I should, I wasn't a mass guy, and neither was he, but, you know, he had these aesthetics, and I thought, well, I could probably, it was somewhat attainable, I thought. And back then, a lot of the guys, you know, had attainable physiques. So I thought, okay, well, I need to watch what these guys look like. And then later on, I started getting involved into the new age guys. And, you know, Branch doesn't know this, but I actually have a couple of his DVDs. I got Jay Cutler DVDs at the house. I've got these, you know, I'm still on secrets, you know what I mean? So, you know, I literally, if you came to my house, you would see like all these, I'm not BSing, like I really do have these guys' DVDs. And I used to upload them on my, I used to have a Sony PSP, and I used to put all the videos on there, throw it on the cardio, and I used to watch them. I used to watch them every day, doing cardio, and I'd watch them. I'd watch Pump and Iron so much that I have two copies, you know, one burnt out. I remember one time I was sitting on the couch and I remember watching Ronnie Coleman Unbelievable, my favorite DVD, and I'm listening, I'm like this on the couch, probably knocked out, and then the wife comes in. We were dating at the time, and I'm watching the video in her house, and all she hears is clang, clang, yeah, buddy, clang, clang. So she like turns it down, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? And you know, it was just, I lived it, I breathed it, and it was just, you know, I want to be like these guys. Everything, you know, I guess when you want to be a champion, everything you do in life has to have purpose. So everything from this day forward, you know, has to be purpose-driven to be the best ever. So that doesn't mean going out partying and acting fool and stuff like that. It's like everything has to have purpose for my lifestyle to be a champion. And you know, it was just surrounded by health and fitness. And I mean, I had to read everything because I knew I was good genetically, but I was very ignorant with diet and training. But I also knew that I was already pro at the time. And I was going against guys like Branch and Jay and these guys that have been training for 10 years longer than I have. So I had to make the least amount of mistakes. So I tried to just educate myself as much as possible. And at the end of the day, you know, it just happened to work out. And I still watch, you know, we work for the same company, we work for Team Muscle Tank and stuff. I still watch his clips. You know, that's why I always mess with him and be like, yeah, you know, he gets me pumped up, and we play his videos at my gym. You know, I mean, I ain't a hater. I watch all these guys' stuff because I can learn something from each and every bodybuilder. You know, even though I've beaten them and you know, and stuff like that, I can still learn something.